infected. It was like all right here.
All around the base of the cuticle?
Yeah, I have
yeah.
picture.
So this, when it was so swollen,
yeah.
That's probably what split the nail way down in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it even happened. I was just like as soon as I got done, it was.
Yeah, but that really dark yellow color, you can tell that that is impacted material way down underneath there. So most clients usually like their toenails really short, so they don't feel like they have to go get a pedicure so often.
I mean, you can cut mine
But
short,
if you're doing yours at home, I would say that a happy medium for you would be so the tip of your toe. This is where your hyponychium attaches, where you can see that attachment point. Sometimes it's an optical illusion because you've actually got stuff underneath there. So if you were to clean, see how you can see more white now? So now you know it's really long.
Wow.
See how long that is?
Yeah.
So I would do just above the pink, and I would go straight over to about right here, because then you know that in 4 to 6 weeks it'll grow about, you know, up to here again.
Okay.
So if you cut it down further down here, if you're prone to ingrown toenails, this skin would kind of plump up because there's nothing pushing it down anymore.
Right.
And then the toenail could run into that skin, and that's when you get the ingrown toenails.
Okay.
So that's what you have to be careful of. So we just, yeah, we'll cut it down to about right there, and then by the time it grows out, it'll just live in this little window so it doesn't get a problem anymore. And I would say that the yellow color, when you buff it, you'll know if it's from polish or not, because the stain actually comes off on the little mini buffer block. Oh, funny.
That's amazing.
If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe and click the bell to turn on your notifications to know when I upload my weekly video, and be notified if your comment got the most likes and will be featured in an upcoming video.
Really, it keeps you healthy longer. You really take pride in how you feel. It does make you feel better too.
Well, I thought I was doing good, and then I was like, well, I didn't have a problem when I didn't mess with them too much. Because I would do my toenails maybe like 3 or 4 times a year, if that. I never really.
Really?
Yeah, because I never had a problem, so I would
Right.
just file and paint once it started chipping off.
Well, you might have worn a pair of shoes that were too tight, or gotten something wedged down in there. Sometimes when people walk in sand, stuff can get lodged down into your sidewalls, and that could have just aggravated the area. But you've got pretty toenails.
Thanks. Are they supposed to be curved like that?
Well, I mean, some people, the predisposed things to ingrown toenails, it's a super deep sidewall. Like, you've got a pretty deep sidewall.
Yeah.
So that makes the curve more exaggerated. Yeah, but then you can see this pressure that your toenail makes right here, and that will get sore sometimes when it has a lot of material built up underneath there.
Yeah.
This side isn't too bad, it's the other side. Yeah.
And that's when I got that skunk out. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, did you see that? I was like, oh my gosh.
Do your feet sweat a lot?
Yes.
So one thing that people don't realize is that perspiration, it does have a color, and it's that really orangey color. Some people, I mean, I guess there's different levels of color in perspiration, but you'll notice with some men, they'll get those stains under their armpits that are really, some are yellow, some are orange, and that's a perspiration stain. So when you get buildup stuck down in your sidewalls and underneath your toenails, soap bubbles and shampoo, things dry down in there, and then the perspiration will actually stain the buildup. So that's why when you pull out hunks like that, it's orange. Yeah. It's not like you've got some mustard stuck down in there, or, you know, it actually is just a stain.
Yeah. I actually, like, before I get out of the shower, I take, like, Safeguard, is it? And I wash my toes and then rinse them off, and then I dry them off with a washcloth, because, you know, ever since I got that infection, it was my first one. I don't ever want to get one ever again.
No.
Ever. So I'm like, that's what I gotta do.
Yes. Prevention and preservation is better than trying to recover from any kind of situation. Now, when you polish your own toes, do you use a base coat?
Yes, every
Okay,
time.
good.
Yeah, my mom, she's got feet like mine, and so hers.
Yeah.
Go see somebody to do it.
No, yours are not bad at all. So this is going to be our telltale sign. It's nice and white now. These aren't bad. But your big toe, I bet the color just comes right off on the buffer block. So see, it's pretty clear still.
Yeah.
See the yellowish?
Yeah. Is it from nail polish?
Yep, nail polish.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about. Just a stain. Yeah, see this one you can see better?
Yeah. Oh, I see, yeah.
So we'll get a good shot of that really hard callousy corn. I'm gonna start with the disc bit, just because it's tiny and it'll get off all of that excess. Use the side of it. When you remove the surface of it, that's when you can really see the little round hard piece that's usually stuck way down in there. Now you can see the really white stuff. That's where that little hard core is starting.
Good. You can be here every day if you want. But you'll never spend any money. Awesome.
Is that temperature okay? It's not getting hot? You don't want to take off too much all at once. It'll get sore. But when it soaks again and it comes out, then I'll be able to see how much more of it turns white. I might be able to peel a little bit of them out. Sometimes they're like a little pimple, and if you get that edge of them, you can peel it right off. Yeah, we'll let them soak again. Has this ridge been here for a long time?
It has, but I thought maybe it was like, you know, when your nails peel. Maybe that's what it was, but I don't know what it's from.
Yeah, you injured something way down in here, and now there's like a little hiccup in that section, so it'll always grow a little line right up. Yep.
Wonderful.
Peace out.
Yep. I paid like $97 for a 10-minute visit. I was like, So you want to come back and make an appointment? I said, no, I don't.
Nope.
But that's when I found out that they make, what is it, like nail polish for toe fungus or something?
Well, there's a product that you can polish on. I haven't seen it work. I've had a lot of clients who have used it before. The whole premise of it, unless it's penetrating into the nail, anything that's drying on the surface of the nail, it's completely inactive after it hardens. So there's nothing that can soak into the nail after that. So if they're trying to use it as a barrier so nothing can penetrate into the nail, I don't know, it doesn't work.
I see you do that on YouTube when you're just like the corners. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if I can do that.
You were afraid it was gonna hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just pray now that I don't leave anybody too super crooked, because I can't see with this mask all fogging up, and
Right.
my glasses, or the mask making my glasses fog up.
I worked at the eye doctor's office when I was in Texas, and a couple of clients were like, how do you keep your mask from fogging up your glasses? And I was like, I immediately
Yeah.
was doing it. So my big toe just getting in the way.
Is it still sore?
Sometimes it hurts every now and then, but it's not like hurt for a minute, go away.
Yeah, your toes are clean. Very clean.
It's that towel technique. I don't know if I have ingrown toes or like impacted.
Yeah, I would say impacted, but if impacted too long, it makes them ingrown.
Okay. So you think it's definitely cracked in there?
Oh yeah, like you're gonna be surprised at how big of a thing comes out of here.
Okay.
Like that was, oh, there's some fuzz.
Yes. No. Just kidding. Ooh.
I cut it in half, but see this orange, the color changed because the cuticle remover made it soggy.
Yeah.
But this is the stuff that gets super hard,
Okay.
and that's like perspiration. It soaks into the bubbles and causes, it's like tightness, you know?
Yeah.
It decreases the amount of space you have between your nail and the skin because it gets filled up. And if you can't reach an area to file it, if it's rough, that's what this is for.
Yeah. See, I have something like that, but it's like thicker a little bit, and then it's got this hook on the opposite end
Mm-hmm.
that's like thin, and I guess it's sharp enough because I did soak my feet, and then I must have, when
Got
I was
it
trying
out.
to clean in between there, I must have cracked my nail, and that's what caused it. But maybe I thought I'd cut it. I don't know. They didn't really tell me anything. I just went to the doctor. He's like, take this, and then I went to the podiatrist, and
I can't believe he wanted to take your toenail off.
yeah, he's like, oh, if it was just me, I would have just cut the side of your nail off, or I would just cut your nail off. And I was like, what?
Yeah, there's no need. I mean, conservative methods are so much better. You wouldn't want to have to heal all of that time from.
Definitely not an option. I don't care if it's, you wouldn't even notice a difference. I don't care. I don't want it done.
No, thank you. But thanks for the offer.
Great.
All right, I think I got it all.
You are real gentle. At first I was like, man, it looks like it hurts. But
No. Yeah, you have to pay attention. I have a module called Tools, Techniques, Timing, and Pricing,
yeah.
where I'll talk all about the physics and the insertion points and the angles and how to, you know, turn the tools underneath certain areas so you aren't prying and lifting and peeling and pushing and hurting somebody. I loved physics in high school.
Really?
And people say, oh, you know, you never use any of this stuff in real life. You really do. Like, I use it all the time in this job. So what part of Texas?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth?
Oh, I love Texas. It gets really hot, but I love it there.
Yeah, I like hot.
Yeah. I think it was like 106 when we left. And like the grass is like hay. It's not green grass. It's all dead. You
Oh.
don't water your lawn. Like here I am. I'm from the country. I'm used to well water, mowing like 4 acres of lawn. All of a sudden, when I go to Texas, it's like, well, even Maryland is like city water. You don't mow nothing. You know, you just go about your day.
No sprinkler system.
Yeah. Water your grass. No, I'm not watering the grass. That's what the rain is for.
Right.
He likes it up here. Or will it eventually just, if I keep my nails short enough,
On that one?
like up here on the corner, will it always be there, or will it eventually just like close? Or
Well, it'll probably always be there because in 4 weeks your nail is going to be that long again.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens is when that does disappear and plumps back up, if your nail is too short,
Yeah.
then the nail starts running into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. See that little hard thing? It just peeled right out. Well, one of them did. Then we'll get the other one. Peel that one out.
Oh, and then we went Halloween shopping with my other sister. We went to Lake Orion.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And she was like, hey, you know who has Halloween stuff? Bronner's. And I was
Are
like,
you
really?
kidding?
No, they have like this little display. I was like, seriously? She goes, yeah, let's go to Bronner's. And we went there 4 days in a row because they had like the Munster set up. They had the Day of the Dead set up. They have Addams Family, and then like their own little Halloween town.
That's funny. I never knew that.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. I mean, it's expensive because it's like Department 56 stuff. But I've always wanted to have a Halloween town, so yeah. I was just like, man, you should have never told me.
Day before yesterday, I was cleaning out my garage and I found a Bronner's box and I'm like, what is this? I opened it up. It was a chili dog Christmas tree ornament. I was like, where did this come from? Literally, a hot dog with chili and cheese on top of it. I was like, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But they have it all.
They do. They really do.
They have it all.
We were checking out the other day. I was like, this is the 4th day we've been here. She said, all year. And I said, no, this week. She goes, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, no. No. We're done.
Fun.
So that burns a little bit.
Okay, hot.
Yeah.
I see I was getting all cocky. I'm like, oh, she's fine. That's because I turned up the speed. I usually have it on lower. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Finding people's toes though too, yeah.
I love the before and afters.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, the huge differences. But what is also important to me is how their feet feel afterwards.
Right.
Because the health of their feet is the most important thing, not just that they're pretty. It's very important.
I think it's worth it. The 2 pedicures that I had before were nothing like this.
No.
No. I mean, they soaked my feet, and they, you know, did the cuticle pushing, they clipped your nails, whatever. Like 2017, I was like, will you come with me to get my first one? He said, yeah. So he went with me, and then I went with my sister-in-law.
Well, I have about a couple dozen techs taking my course now. And there's 2 in California, so there's probably about 20 different states right now. So hopefully before too long, we'll at least have people in every single state where I can refer people to go to that we know that they're giving good care.
Yeah. Like at the eye doctor place that I was working at, he specialized in glaucoma, and we've seen a lot of people who had diabetes. And, you know, they wear sandals every now and then. Of course, it's Texas, so it's hot. And it's just like, you see them first and then send them to me. I might take this course.
This one's called Stronger Than Black Coffee.
Is this one yours?
Yeah.
Great, let's buy it.
A lot of blacks. Like this covers in one coat.
Even my black toenail polish doesn't cover in one coat. But it's...
Yeah, it's a good one.
When I was younger, I used to like wear little rollers in my hair and had like the fake press-on nails for kids and put on mascara when I was 3. All that's, well, you know, one time.
Right.
And then
trying to mimic probably your mom.
Yeah. And then my dad, he had a mullet for the longest time, and he'd be like, Victoria, come braid my hair.
Oh, funny.
He's like, you should go to nail school or hair school or cosmetology school. And I was like, I probably should have.
It's the best career.
Because I've always wanted my own business too, but I don't know. It's never too late.
It's never too late.
But now I have knowledge of how to take care of my feet.
Yes.
Listening to your voice in your videos is so relaxing.
It's so funny that people say that. Like, I've always been so self-conscious about my voice because I cannot sing.
Yeah.
And so I just thought I had a terrible voice. I would never want people to hear me talk. I had a really hard time at first when I started my channel. I started just putting text on the screen, and then people were like asking me a lot of questions, and you really need to talk on it, and I'm like, oh gosh. Like, just terrified of, you know, people making fun of me or...
I get it. It's like when you record your, like a live picture or something on your phone, and then you play it back and you hear your voice and you're like, that's what I sound like?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, it's enjoyable.
Well, it's built my confidence. Now I don't feel self-conscious. I'm like...
Oh, so the purple's top coat, and then the yellow is the oil?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is... Yeah, the purple is the base coat, the pink is the top coat, and the yellow is the cuticle oil.
Okay.
Is that gonna bother you, that little
No.
tiny...
Are you kidding me when I do my toenails? Like, that polish everywhere.
It's like a little fuzzy or something landed on it while I was polishing it.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. Because I never let my toenail polish dry enough, and I put socks on and it's all crinkled. And
Oh no.
happens all the time. Get used to it.
Yeah, people have a hard time finding this online, I think, because I called it Call Me Ma'am Mango,
Oh, yeah?
because it smells like mango.
I think what the thing was is like the shipping was going to take longer because of the COVID thing, and we were moving soon, so I was like, I'll just wait.
Right. We're shipping pretty fast now. How do they feel?
I feel good.
And the bottom of your foot feels okay now?
It's alright. It's not kind of like,
Hot.
yeah.
Next to.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to visit my channel. People like you are the reason for my success, and I appreciate it so much. But remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for all the latest videos. Remember, it is free, and I'll see you next time.